gonna do one, you know, I'll be able to help them on all the, you know, hard to do deals, you know, what to find and what to use and all that. I mean, you can spend a lot of time researching what to interchange and all that. As you can tell, every water hole, any mud hole, it's full of water right now. That's for sure. Or for a minute I thought 520 wasn't gonna make that turn. I did bring one set of fresh batteries. I put a camera out over there at the corn feeder a long time ago, and that camera never did work. I don't know what happened to it. And you know, now that I get to thinking about it, I don't know that I actually activated that camera, you know, where you got to take a picture of the QR code. I don't know that I did that. So that could be why it never did work. It's probably sitting up there with a good signal the whole time, and I was in a hurry, and I think that might have been what I done. But I mean, I don't think I would have did that, but anything's possible. I was in a hurry that day. And I know it's a Flex M camera, so I guess I need to look and see. The bad thing is, where that camera is, I don't have service there, I don't think. Alright, right now would be a good time to like, share, subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. That way you'll get notified when Charlie's Adventures puts out a new video. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I got thick skin. I can handle it if there's something about my video you don't like. But yeah, be sure. Like, share, subscribe. Alright, back to the video. Thank y'all for watching. Alright, we've made it around here to the gap. We'll walk around this road here to where the ladder stand is. I really had a good feeling about this place here, but it never did really pan out. For an old man like me, it was some fairly easy walking, but the easy ain't always the best. But it was worth a try. Worth a shot. I know one thing, it's pretty cool up here today. Oh yeah, remind me to show you what I was talking about that I'm trying out today. When we get back to the side-by-side, I forgot. I used it the whole way over here. worked good. If I can remember. Right there's the Flex M camera. Right there watching this road. At 7 point I killed, I got his picture right here when he come around there to me. And I thought he was better than the 7 pointer. I'd have never shot him. It all happened so fast. I wished I'd have calmed down and slowed myself down a little bit, but I didn't. And that's just the way it is. If I'd have been a little bit more calmed down, I would have never shot that deer. But that's all water under the bridge now. We're on the east side of this ridge, out of the sun, and it is cool over here. I'm hoping when we round this bend right here, we end up in the sun a little bit. But it shouldn't take long to get this blind down. I'm just hoping it ain't demolished. Well, I don't know if you all can see that or not, but right there it is. And it don't appear to be demolished. And that's a good thing. Y'all see it right there? That is the Chameleon Plus Blind by Cooper Outdoors. Chameleon Plus. I really like that. A little bit cumbersome putting up, but it's nice when you get it put up. I'm just glad to see it looks like it's still intact. Alright, I'm going to put a fresh battery in the camera, put it on time lapse, and I want to commence on getting that thing down. As you can see, we got it down. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but wasn't that bad. And the main thing is it wasn't tore up. So we're gonna ease right on back around here, back to the side by side. And get this blind loaded up. Now when I get home, I'm gonna have to set this blind up because it is wet, and if I don't, you know what that'll be. So I'm gonna have to set it up somewhere and let it dry out. Alright, we'll see you back at the side by side. Alright, we're back around here to the side by side. I've got the blind loaded in the back, and I was going to show you what I was trying out today that I used on the way up here. And that's one of these. You know, it's not made for the side by side. You can use it in the car, whatever, but heated seat pad cushion, and it's got a control, and it's got an auxiliary plug-in that splits into two and goes to the passenger side and the driver's side. I ran it on 100 on the way up here and it done fine. You turn it on right there and that tells you it's 61, and then you can go all the way up to 150 down to 70. So I might try 90 on the way out of here. And I will say this, they work. Now, I don't know how hard it'll be on the battery on the side by side, but they do work. Now, I got them off of eBay. I think they was $39.99 and $6.95 shipping. So 40 bucks, $47. All right, and it does heat the back and the bottom, both. And I ain't got the bottom strapped down yet. I just put them in there to try them. All right, stay tuned. We'll be headed out of here. All right, we're headed up out of here. Here we go. I had a camera around there I was wanting to go to, but I don't think I'm going to try it today. Myra's probably already at the house. It's Valentine's Day, so I don't want to overdo it. to let me come up here to get this blind today, and it's Valentine's Day, so I guess I ought to be good enough to get on back to the house. Tell you, this spot right here, this road right here is getting rutted out worse and worse all the time. We're going to have to come up here and do a little work to this because it's getting bad. Need to throw something in this ditch right here. It's red. Let it start filling up. This one right here is too. You can't see that, but it's washing out too right here. Pretty bad. Pioneer 520 just getting in here and digging. It is wet. It is muddy today. That's going to do it for the Valentine's Day adventure, I guess. I guess that's what you'd call it. We're back to the truck, and we got our blind back, and it's in good shape. That's what we set out to do today, and that's what we done. All right, come back next week for another adventure with Charlie's Adventure, where we tell you no lies. I got the hiccups again. I do that every time. Anyway, we're back to the truck, getting ready to load up, get over this stuff, put over into the truck, load the side by side up, and go to the house and watch a movie or something with Myra for Valentine's Day. She didn't want to go eat, like I said, tonight. She wants to go tomorrow. So we're going to see if it ain't a pouring the rain, she said. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one. Everybody be safe. Bye-bye.